The first pitch is about the Crowdflow dashboard. It is really kind of business case because the Crowdflow dashboard, the solution itself, is not in production or not in development. So it's quite just forming the challenge and make sure everything is included and all aspects are covered and the research is done. So what will the solution do? The challenge for this solution is that we want to have an overall view of the city to monitor the crowds, the profiles, like who is visiting our city, where do they come from, how do they enter or leave the city, how much time do they spend, and what sort of area, what are the activities they like to do, and even how much money they spend on products or services of the city. And with the COVID-19, also the social distance became important to monitor if people have enough space, if there is a maximum capacity, when is this capacity reached. So a real big overall view to include and monitor the city as much as possible. The main focus for this solution will be the data harmonization and collection, so that we get all of the data away from their own vendor, from their own dashboard into one. For this one, our own dashboard. And the second focus will be on the visualization. We can have a lot of data and try to put them together, but how meaningful is the visualization and what do we get out of it? So for this case in the Crowdflow dashboard, we want to see what Python can mean in the visualization of crowd monitoring and all kind of data flows. The status at this moment is that we have collected the data. We have a big overview on what sort of data we already have, so that we can also conclude on what data we still need. We discussed with a lot of departments shared definitions and profiles. What do we want to see all together? We also discussed the shared costs and shared contracts, so that not every department has its own contract with kind of same data suppliers. The data mobility, the mobility department also came to a data lake, which is a very nice baseline to start from. And because of Vloka, we can also follow up on the possibilities for a data broker that can be used for the solution, for this solution, but also for other solutions in Ghent or other cities. What data sets will be used in the Crowdflow dashboard? First, we want to focus on telecom data. At the moment, we have real-time data from December 20 till, for now on, September 21. What does this data mean? Is it really necessary to have real-time data? And was it as a useful way to visualize it or to use it? We also have profiles of students. When or where do the students use the city? And how is it different from the other Ghent citizen or Ghent users? We also monitored through telecom data the corona activity on cell level. So how close do they stay to their home and how far away do they come and who visits and comes back to the city center during a lockdown or after the lockdowns. Next to telecom data, we also have CrowdScan data. That's a new kind of technology that gives us real-time data of passers-by on street level. So approximately to 5 people, it's very precise. And next to the real-time data on the dashboard, we also get reports and a description afterwards. Next to those very interesting data sets, we also have parking occupation. We see the availability of sharing bikes and cars. The mobility department also has waste data, so that gives us a nice view on the travel time. And here's some examples. So during the summer and the spring, it will be interesting to see how many people there are in our green areas or at our hotspots, and monitor the thresholds. It will be important to see if they can still join or if it's too crowded, and that we suggest that they choose another location or come back another time. We monitor green areas, but also the shopping street. And once it has crossed the threshold, we suggest them to come back another time on our website. And here we also see a screenshot of, for instance, CrowdScan, where we have a maximum capacity of 80%. And once that is crossed, there will be more awareness for our stewards and our safety departments to make sure everyone is aware that it's too crowded. Who will be using it? First, it will be for internal use, like the Gentian drukteklubje with tourism department, economy department, prevention department, and so on. Once we got used to it, and once it's operational, and once we have defined the benefits, we would like to publish it to our citizens, external partners as shop owners or investors, that they can also use the dashboard. How will it look like? It will hopefully be an overall dashboard that translates data into very useful information for as many partners as possible. And the expected benefits is that hopefully we'll have long-term data, meaningful data, so we can have a good data-driven decisions. And in the future, we hope it leads to data models that can even give us useful predictions for the city workers, but also for our external partners. For more contact information about this Crowdflow dashboard, you can always contact me on my mail address, justine.ottevare@stad.gent. Thank you.